What up, Laker Nation? It's your boy DTLF back with another live stream breaking news, Laker Nation. The Los Angeles Lakers and Luke Walton have mutually agreed to part ways. Now, I don't buy it. I think he was fired or he knew he was going to get fired, so he stepped down. Either way, I'm happy. This is the number one problem, in my opinion, was Luke Walton. We finally are going to be able to start off clean, fresh slate. I think the whole coaching staff should go. I think they will. And right now, the candidates for now are the primary candidates are Monty Williams, who I like, and Ty Williams. I'm sorry, and Luke, Ty Lue, who I don't really like so much. But Monty Williams will be a big addition to me because he is good with player development. He was doing it in New Orleans. Before that, he was doing it with a couple of other teams. But this is amazing. This is amazing, guys. So breaking news, if you guys are just joining, Luke Walton has been fired or parted ways or however you want to say it. A lot of people are going to say he stepped down because it wasn't convenient for him to stay or whatever. But I want the Lakers to take their time with this and make sure we get the right guy, somebody with experience. Monty Williams will be good. Ty Williams will Ty Lue. I'm sorry, I'm confusing both of them. But Ty Lue would be okay for me. But Monty Williams will be better. Mark Jackson will be the best option in my opinion. There's many options. I'm probably gonna end up dropping a video of my top 5 candidates here over the next day or so. But this is what we needed, Laker Nation. I'm the only reason I'm not happier is because Magic Johnson stepped down, so that kind of killed a little bit of my hype. But trust me, I am very happy. Luke Walton, no more. We don't have to worry about these small ball lineups and these ridiculous rotations and the inexperience to finish games and putting out the wrong pieces out there. So this is what I'm talking about. I'm so glad. I don't know who did it. Was it Rob Pelinka? If it was, shout out to him. Or was it Jeannie Buss? If it was, major shout out to her. But whoever decided to part ways with Luke Walton, they get a little bump in the grade I gave him the other day. A little bump. It'll bring it up to at least a D+. So, but all in all, it's over. It's over for the Luke Walton era. We no longer have to be tortured with those small ball lineups. We don't have to worry about the best players not getting minutes. Now, who we hire is going to determine where we go with our future. If we're going to hire a player like Monty Williams or somebody like that, then that tells me that he's going to be good at developing young talent. But he's not really a vet coach, right? He's not somebody who has a lot of experience at being a head coach. Most of the time, he's been an assistant. So Monty Williams would be good. Mark Jackson would be great. Jason Kidd and Ty Lue, I put them in the same category. They're both okay to me. But bottom line is Luke is gone. What are you guys' thoughts, man? I can't believe it happened. I thought they were going to keep him for a second. I was pretty sad, but I had a feeling something was going to happen today. I was going to do a live stream with you guys to cover some playoff talk, but I'm going to separate that video from this. So pretty much, man, you have to be excited. This was if you guys saw my video a couple of days ago, I mentioned how this was the number one thing they did not do that cost us a season was fire, Luke Walton. And finally today we parted ways with our coach. So thank God, man, our prayers were answered. And Luke Walton, I wish him the best, just not in LA. Nothing personal. He's still part of Laker history, all that good stuff. He's a good dude. I understand that, but it's a Christmas Day miracle, guys, because I didn't think it was going to happen. And thank God somebody stepped up to the plate and was able to have that conversation, man. And finally, he's gone. Now, the issues aren't over. There's still plenty of hurdles we have to get over. But so far, the number one thing we had to do this summer is done. Luke Walton, gone. Now we move on. Now we get our other head coach. We need a president of basketball operations, potentially a new GM, everything. But bottom line is, this was a start, man. This is a start we needed, and thank God it happened. Again, I'll be releasing my list after looking at the possible candidates. I'll be releasing my list over the next day or so to you guys. But you guys know Mark Jackson is going to be at the top of that list because I feel like he has experience to coach veterans. I feel like he's respected. Plus, he's good at developing young talent, as proven before. So what do you guys think, though, man? I'm heading over to the comment section, see what you guys thinking. Are you guys as excited as I am? Or do you guys feel like it was a mistake? I mean, talk to me, Laker Nation. James Cabo, thank you, brother. I appreciate it. He said, Mark Jackson is our guy, Dan. Let's get it done. I agree with you, James. However, so far early in the rumors, Monty Williams and Ty Lue are the front runners. However, that means nothing. They still have to go through the interview process, and they still have to blow people out of the water. So this is something that we have to make sure that whatever coach we bring in is going to do the job, because Lord knows we can't afford to have 3 more wasted years with another experimental coach at all. So we have to look at all our options. We have to make sure we interview everybody, see what their intentions are with the young core, with the rotation moving forward, and we have to make sure we get it right. If we let go of Pelinka, I'll be really ecstatic, because I feel like Pelinka ain't the right one for the job. There's been more reports of Rob Pelinka and how he doesn't pretty much how he's hated all around the league. So it's going to be really hard to move forward with Rob Pelinka type guy. However, this is what I needed done, and that was the head coaching vacancy. And it's finally, guys, finally. It took Magic Johnson to quit, I believe, to get this done, because I feel like if Magic Johnson had not quit, there would have been some serious problems in the front office. They wouldn't have seen eye to eye with Magic and Jeannie, and there would have been a power struggle. So, Magic died for this cause, man. Pretty much, he bit the bullet, and look what it is. We finally got some good news. Carlos Zavala, he said, good news to end the weekend. Absolutely, Carlos. Again, if you guys saw my video, this was my number one problem this season was Luke Walton, because of his poor rotations and inability to play the players that were playing their best basketball consistently. So, absolutely, bro. He said LeVar said it. LeVar was right on the coaching front, but he's been wrong on many other things, including recently saying that Zion Williamson was that his middle son was better than him. So, hey, what up, Laker girl? I know you happy. You've been, you've pretty much been on a. I think you said something about you were going to go on a strike today outside of Staples Center. Who's with me or something like that? I read that. I was laughing. But hey, we got it done, girl. So crazy. I wish Jerry West would come back and fix this franchise. Absolutely. He is definitely the key, but he's not the only way. He would be an immediate success back with the Lakers. However, there's other options, and I've been hearing the name Bob Myers, and he is currently running the Golden State Warriors over there. So if we're able to bring somebody like that who's good with player development and is patient and doesn't want to take shortcuts, I think it'll be good for the franchise. So that's what we need. First, we need to develop a culture that starts with the front office. We need to make sure we're not trading all these young studs like Zubaz, Julius. We can't trade too many young studs. That's the key under the new CBA. Right? Ever since the new CBA, that has been the key, man, is building through the draft and then adding through free agency. And we've done horrible. We've traded away young prospects with a lot of potential who have flourished elsewhere. Thomas Bryant, we cut him, Zoo, et cetera, et cetera. The list goes on and on. What we need is a new president of basketball operations that's going to be patient. He's going to know that this is not a 1 year, 2 year process. If we all of a sudden make a leap, it's because a young core will take us there. It won't be because we're trying to do a quick fix or rebuild around LeBron, who's an aging 35-year-old in the making. No. We need something that's going to be a long-term solution. Just look at the best teams that have been good for years. The San Antonio Spurs, they don't trade everybody. No, they draft and they add pieces. Once in a while, they'll do a trade here and there. Obviously, they traded Kawhi because he didn't want to be there. But for the most part, you got to build the culture from the ground up. And that starts with the front office. And I'm glad Luke Walton is gone, because he wasn't the right guy for the job. He really didn't command respect from the locker room. The vets didn't respect him, and the young players didn't respect him. So at the end of the day, we were wasting time with Luke. And he might be better as an assistant somewhere else. I wish him luck again. I hold no ill will towards Luke, but he just wasn't the guy for LA. LA is a big-time city that requires a big-time coach, and even the Clippers understood that with Doc Rivers. But, that's my point. We need that type of coach that can have an impact, somebody who players will respect, somebody who free agents will respect. And I'm sure, I promise you guys this, I know LeBron is another player, another free agent on a four-way call, asking players around the league who would interest them to play for, right? Like, that's what we need. We need a coach that players are going to want to come play for. I think Monty Williams is very respected around the league, so I can understand why he's one of the prime candidates. I really like him a lot. Ty Lue, he has championship experience, and I heard players like playing for him, but I don't like him because the reason I don't want Ty Lue is because that would give LeBron a grip hold over the franchise. That would show the rest of the team that LeBron is running things and that the organization pretty much handed the keys over to LeBron and his agency. Mark Jackson, he's ideal because he also is affiliated with Clutch Sports and LeBron James. But the difference is the rest of the league respects Mark Jackson. And a lot of people don't understand why he never got a job after helping develop that Golden State Warrior team. So I have all kinds of thoughts flying in my head, guys. I'm not going to shut up. So I'm just going to take a little break here, head over to the comment section, see what you guys have to say. Hey, Indo420 coming in with the clutch donation. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. He said, I've been like F Luke since last season. Man, I honestly, I don't understand why a lot of people still were fans of Luke Walton. I don't understand why the media praised Luke Walton. He just really never showed anything to me. He didn't show any passion.